So many network marketers fall in love with a health and wellness product, and then they realize that there's an incredible opportunity to build the lifestyle and income of their dreams. But what happens when you get started and you run out of friends and family to talk to, and what you're doing on social media just isn't quite getting you where you want to be? Well, the truth is it's probably not your fault. It just takes a little marketing know-how that you may not be getting from anywhere else. So on this podcast, I'm sharing with you the secrets that I've been able to learn from all of my top earner friends and mentors. I'm pulling back the curtain on exactly what it takes to get people excited about the wellness products that you have to offer, to help people improve their lives, and to get you to the rank that you want to be at. My name is Soraya Goddard, and this is Secrets to Marketing Your Wellness MLM. Hey guys, what's up? Soraya here. I want to talk to you guys today a little bit about Instagram. I love Instagram. I always talk about it with any of my coaching clients or teammates. But I wanted to just quickly jump on here and share a couple initial thoughts. And what I'll probably do is record a couple different episodes with some thoughts about Instagram. And then I want to hear back from you guys about what your specific questions are. I really enjoy Instagram as a business building tool, but I want to say up front that it's really not for everybody. And here's what I mean by that. If you're one of those people who's like, oh man, I got to learn Instagram, don't do it. So I say that for a couple of reasons. Number one, if you don't already love it, if you're not naturally inclined to use it, the learning curve is not worth your time because there is a learning curve. I would say the same thing for Snapchat or LinkedIn or anything else, or even Facebook. Like if you don't hang out on Facebook, don't bother. Don't do it, because you're going to show up with maybe a less than stellar attitude because you feel like it's a chore or a part of your job. And it's just not necessary. It is absolutely not necessary. There are so many ways to market your network marketing business, to market your products, to market you really, and to connect with people and to get them to know, like, and trust you, that you don't need to be on any one social media platform. So I would say that up front. So oftentimes I'll have someone go, oh man, what's your best tip to learn Instagram? And I go, don't do it. Look, it's 2018. If you're not already on Instagram and you're not pumped to do it, like you haven't already created an account and you're not already fiddling with it, don't worry about it. Now, if you're a pro and you're like, I have 20,000 followers, fantastic, market away. But if you have 20,000 followers, or even if you have 1,000 followers, you probably know what you're doing and you probably spend some time on there, and it's just going to take a couple tweaks and maybe some experimentation. So that kind of brings me to my next point, and I don't have like an outline, but I want to talk about experimentation. Marketing is just about trying things and seeing what works. And then when you find something that works, being consistent about it. And so Instagram is no different. I made my first account. I want to tell you this story. I made my first account, I don't know, a while back when Instagram first kind of came out. I don't know what year that was, but it was a while back. And I was terrible at it, right? And of course, this was, I don't know if you guys remember, there were like these terrible apps. This was before Instagram really had good filters. And there were these like fake Polaroid camera filters that made everything look really grainy, like it was an old Polaroid picture. Anyway, terrible stuff, right? We've come a long way since then. Years and years and years of apps and iPhone upgrades and editing software and, Lightroom and all this kind of crazy stuff, right? So we've come a long way. But my first Instagram account was terrible. That was also at a time when nobody was really using Instagram for marketing. A couple years later, people started really getting into fashion blogging and food blogging. And somewhere around that time, I fell in love with my product and I started posting about it on Instagram. And let me tell you how awful the pictures were. I mean, they were terrible. My brother was making fun of me. Yeah. Anyways, very, 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 very terrible. But I did not understand why they were terrible, and I didn't understand how to positively use Instagram to get people connecting with me and reaching out to me. And it has taken almost 4 years to get to that point. So let me share with you some of the things. I guess maybe I should say 3 years. It's probably been. Let me share with you what I've learned over those 3 years. And I'm certainly not I am not the Instagram guru, but I consistently get leads and I do get enrollments from Instagram. So if that's something that you aspire to get, people reaching out to you, or you don't know how to do it, but you're on Instagram and you've got an engaged following, then let's talk about how you can make some small tweaks to help yourself, get leads and grow your business. Are you guys ready? You pumped about this? Okay, cool. So first of all, let's talk about what we can use Instagram for. We can use Instagram to basically document our lives. Instagram should just be another kind of reality TV channel. I don't know if that makes sense, but you should be documenting your life. Yes, it is a visual platform. So inherently, the prettier your pictures are, the more engaging your pictures are, whatever your style is, the more engaging your style is with your audience, then the better results you will get on Instagram. Sometimes you'll see that there are people that have huge followings on Instagram and their pictures are just garbage. That's usually because they are famous for another reason outside of Instagram and they have built a following somewhere else. And so the people are coming to Instagram to follow them, right? They're not famous because of Instagram. You will notice that people, I say famous, but just they're not known for their Instagram presence, I guess is what I mean. Contrast that with if you see someone who is like an Instagram person, like an influencer of some sort, which you don't need to be an influencer, but if you do see influencers on Instagram, you will notice that they have beautiful, visually appealing pictures. So what does that mean? Do you need to go out and buy a DSLR camera? No, absolutely not. Do you need to figure out how to take a good selfie? Yeah, that's probably a good thing. And that's very easy to do. Like you can teach anyone. Kids know how to take good selfies nowadays, so that is not difficult, right? There's some easy things that you can use in the Instagram app to edit your photos. If you want to play around with a fancy, cool app, that's fantastic too. If you want to get really crazy and get Lightroom or something like that, that's fine too, or Visco or any one of those apps, fantastic. Please do edit your photos. Learn how to tone down the color and pull more blues out of it so it mimics real life. Learn how to, maybe just do some basic editing, right? How to crop, things like that, okay? Some basic stuff. Now, let's talk about Instagram etiquette for a second, then we'll get back to the purpose of using Instagram. Instagram etiquette. Please do not take other people's content. I get my content stolen all the time. It's just not cool. It's just not cool. You have original thoughts, right? You don't need to be somebody else. I would say you need to create your own content. Yes, there are accounts that basically just repurpose other people's contents, but I would not recommend that. By all means, play around with stock photos, all of that. Play around with it and see what happens. But let's get back to the purpose of Instagram. The purpose of Instagram is so that people can know, like, and trust you and get a peek into your world and the things that you love. So since you're in a health and wellness network marketing company, you should be a product of your product. Now, does that mean that you should have an entire account of you holding up your product bottle or whatever your product is? No, definitely not. But what you should be talking about is your daily life, and you should talk about the results of your product or how the product makes you feel. Remember, we always focus on the benefits, right? Now, if you have visually appealing skills and you can take beautiful pictures of your product, that's fine. But typically the people that engage with those kind of photos are people that are already in your network marketing company. And remember, we want to attract people that are not in our company. Because at the end of the day, you don't want the likes from the people that are already in your company. You want the likes from the people that are outside of your company that are like, that's really interesting. What is she talking about? So the same methods and principles that apply on Facebook curiosity posts apply to Instagram. Write an engaging caption from your heart, play around with it, test out different styles of captions until you find your voice, and really play around with talking about your story, your journey, your day, your struggles, your ups, your downs. Maybe show some of your own before and after pictures, things like that. What I will tell you is one of the best things that I've done is just spend some time on Instagram looking around at different hashtags, okay? So here's what I want you to do, just a little homework thing if you have a couple minutes. Don't get sucked into this for more than like 5 minutes, okay? Find a hashtag that is common to maybe the benefit of your product. So if you're in weight loss, look up weight loss or personal trainer or something related to that, right? Not your company's hashtag. That's not what I mean, because all you're going to do is you're going to find your own company's stuff. I want you to find a hashtag or two or three that relate to the benefit of your company's products. So maybe that's relaxation, maybe that's stress relief, maybe that's digestive health, maybe that's healthy hormones, maybe that's weight loss, or something. And just spend a couple minutes looking at the photos and the comments and the captions, excuse me, not the comments, but the captions that attract you. What are the things that you're drawn to? So why I want you to do this is because I want you to think, if I was someone who wanted to lose weight, right? What are the things that I would be attracted to? And I'll talk about hashtags in a separate podcast. But what are the photos? What are the accounts? What do they look like? Just spend a couple moments really digging into that and figure out what you would be attracted to and see if you can maybe use some tips from those accounts, okay? I have found that that is very, very helpful. I will even do that sometimes if I'm feeling uninspired. For whatever reason, if I'm just not feeling it, which we all have those days or those weeks or whatever. Like, I think right now, I don't think I've posted a photo in like 4 or 5 days just because I just haven't felt like it. And that's totally okay. But sometimes when I want inspiration, I'll just go search some hashtags related to the things that I want to convey, and I'll get some inspiration. And there you go. Okay, so you want people to know, like, and trust you from your Instagram. Now, you're probably saying, all right, enough. I get it. How do I get people reaching out to me? Well, you have to give them a reason to reach out to you. So basically, you have to give them a call to action or a prompt to interact with you in some way, shape, or form, okay? So that could be putting in a caption, hey, tell me a story about your weight loss struggles. Tell me how you are dealing with X, Y, and Z. Give them a real good question. What I don't love, although sometimes it works, what I don't love is when people are like, hey, comment below with, like, it just seems kind of strange. I would say your caption should be conversational, as if you were talking to a friend of yours. So a good way to test that is if you read it aloud and it sounds natural, you're probably right on in your tone of your caption. So ask them to comment and tell you something. Another way to crush it in this arena, in interaction, is through Instagram stories. Okay? There are polls that you can use. Hey guys, like, I am super pumped about this new whatever, it's been helping me the last couple nights sleep. It's been so much fun. And then document your sleep journey over the next couple nights. And then say, hey, guys, do you want me to, share with you a little video about it? If you do, hit the poll option below and I'll send it to you, or something like that, right? Just play around with it. There are so many ways that you can use stories to get people to interact with you. So polls are amazing. And I will tell you, most of the time when I do polls, I don't give them a negative response. So I'll go, hey, who wants to learn about this? Or who wants me to, or who likes good sleep or something, right? Whatever the benefit of my product is. And I'll put poll option yes or hell yes, right? Don't give them an option for no. So that's just a little bonus tip. But yeah, stories are fantastic. I absolutely love stories and polls. Another way, there's a questions feature on Instagram stories now, and you can ask questions of your audience. And if you play around with it, I'm sure most of you guys who are on Instagram all the time understand this by now, but there's a way that you can actually look at who has responded to your polls. Then friend those people and message them and talk to them, okay? Talk to them, super easy. Some people, I would experiment with this, okay? So your team, your company, your culture is going to have a process by which to present information to people, right? You should have a presentation of some sort, typically a video or a call, a recording, or something, right? Apps, something, a website, whatever. I would use that tool, right? So use that tool. You can also do presentations. So you could do Instagram lives, you could do use stories to kind of give a little mini presentation in 10-second clips. There's lots of really cool, interesting ways that you can use stories to engage with people. But remember, you've got to get them to kind of raise their hand and interact with you more. Now, I'm talking about marketing here. You can also use Instagram for prospecting, which is you reaching out to them. But right now, we're just talking about people reaching out to you. So remember, marketing is when you put a piece of content out to the world and you want someone to reach out to you. And so that's really what we're talking about. Okay, so what happens when someone says, yes, I want more information? Then you can get on direct message and have a chat with them. If you feel more comfortable, you can move it off to the phone. If you feel more comfortable, you can move it. Maybe you can funnel those people into a Facebook group. There are lots of ways that you can use Instagram to find qualified leads and to get people to raise their hand for more information. You'll notice in my Instagram stories, I have a Facebook group. And so a lot of times I will actually post the link to my Facebook group in my Instagram stories. And every time I do it, I get people joining my Facebook group. So you never know. Some people are like, nope, I only do Instagram. And that's totally cool too. So just experiment with it and get people to raise their hand and then engage with them authentically and get them to see a presentation. You can tease presentations too in stories. You can tease them and say, hey guys, I just recorded a video about X, Y, and Z. If that's something that interests you, let me know. I'll shoot it over to you, and then give them a poll and have them click yes. And then that's kind of their permission slip for you to reach out to them. And then you can send them whatever they were asking for and whatever presentation you had. Lots of really interesting things. Okay, so couple more tips. Don't get caught up in the follower hype. I don't know. Obviously, you need 10,000 followers to do the swipe up. I am not at 10,000 followers on my main account. I have another one that's like at, 9,000 something. So I will be at 10,000 followers on that one soon. But on my main account at SorayaGoddard.com, I do not have 10,000 followers. And I still recruit people off this. In fact, I'm looking at it right now. I have 4,441 followers, and I still enroll people off this account. So don't worry about the number of followers. You can enroll people off your account with 100 followers if you have good content. Please don't buy followers, because what that's going to do is that's going to lower your engagement. I would rather have 100 engaged followers than 10,000 bots, okay? Because people will notice that if you post a photo, and out of those 100 people that are really super engaged, you've got 50 people commenting and, hearting and having authentic conversations and direct messages and all that good stuff. That is so much better than having 10,000 people who are just ghosts and crickets and there's no engagement and there's no authentic comments. People will be able to tell, okay? So please do not buy fake followers. It will definitely hurt your engagement. Couple other fun tips, right? Use geotags and hashtags. Use geotag and hashtags. Here's what not to do. Do not hashtag your company's hashtag. Do not hashtag your product's hashtag. Hashtag the benefit of your product or something that is related to the benefit of your product, right? Deep sleep, weight loss journey, things like that, okay? And play around with it. I would not use a hashtag that has more than 400,000. I'm just kind of making up this number, right? But let's say 300,000 to 400,000 searches, because there are so many people using that hashtag that nobody will ever find you. So I was teaching this in one of our Top Earner Club seminars, a little thing on hashtags. And someone was like, hey, we're at the beach. Let's all post photos and, hashtag them, hashtag beach. Okay, if you look up the hashtag beach, there's literally millions of hashtags with beach on it, okay? Nobody is searching the hashtag beach. And if they are, there are so many people posting it that your stuff is going to be shut down so quickly no one will ever find you. So take some time to do some hashtag research and use them all over. And when I say geotag, what I mean is that in your feed, you can put the location of places that you are at. Sometimes I post locations of places where I'm not at, just so that when people actually search that thing, my stuff will come up. So a little interesting hack there. What else? So I would also say that this is kind of the cardinal rule on social media about engagement. If you want people to be reaching out to you and to be engaging with you, then you should be engaging with other people. So many times, and this cracks me up, so many times people are like, well, nobody comments on my stuff. Okay, well, are you commenting on other people's stuff, right? And are you really actually genuinely commenting on other people's stuff? You could take 2 minutes each night and just find people's stuff and comment on them, whether you're friends with them or not, like really thoughtful, engaging comments. And that goes a long way. Yes, it takes a little bit of time. No, don't spend all day doing this, just a few minutes or seconds or something like that. But, spend some time and I promise you your engagement will go up. It is definitely a given. I notice that on days where I don't comment, then people don't really comment on my stuff very often. So, and then lastly, I don't even know how long this has gone. How long have I been talking for? Okay, about 20 minutes. Good stuff. So this is why I don't edit my podcast, because this is just what you get, guys. If I tried to edit it, you'd never get these episodes. And I would so much rather get this stuff out on the street into your ears wherever you are than have a fancy, well-produced, perfect outline podcast. So yeah, thank you for listening to all of this. So let's talk direct messages. Direct messages are crucial, absolutely crucial. You cannot use Instagram to build your business without learning how to DM. If you're scared of direct messages, don't be. Just think of them like a conversation with a friend. It's just online. You've got to get over it. You've got to get into people's direct message box. A lot of people will not respond to you, and that's okay. Say more to less people. Say less to more people. I got that totally backwards. Woo, that lost its punch, didn't it? Let me try that again. Say less to more people. 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 If you're reaching out, to 10 people a day, 20 people a day, 30 people a day on Instagram, it's okay if 75% of them don't respond back to you. It doesn't matter. No big deal. Next, right? So when those people give you permission because they said that they wanted something, then just engage in a little polite conversation with them, give them what they asked for, and then follow up just like you would on any other social media platform, okay? Now, I'm going to get the question. I know I'm going to get the question, can't I just put my link in the link in bio and then have people go and buy it from there? You can try it, but it usually doesn't work. It usually will not convert. People want to ask questions. People want to have that relationship with you. If you've built a following and you've done the work over time where you have an audience, then yes, it might work, but I'm not there. Most of us aren't there. And still you want to have a conversation with your potential, with your leads, with your prospects, just because it makes it personal. You're going to welcome them into your network marketing family anyway. You might as well get personal with them, even if it's just to say hi, thank you so much, and send them a link because they've already asked for it. So get friendly with the direct messages. It is no big deal if people don't respond back to you. Follow up. People get busy, right? They have lives. They look at their feed because they're in a meeting and then they put their phone down and 12 hours later they forgot. So just hit them back up again. It's no big deal. And the same thing would apply to prospecting. You could definitely prospect over direct message. Okay, that is a whole bunch of random Instagram tips. I would really love it. Oh my God, if you could do me this favor, it would be so freaking cool. If you like this podcast and you're listening to it on your iPhone or whatever phone you have, right? Whatever phone you have. Sorry, I'm biased. I love iPhones. If you're listening to it on your phone, screenshot this podcast, tag me in it, and post it to your Instagram stories, and I will repost it. I would love, love, love to see that. I would love to see who is listening, what you guys are listening for. And if you want, ask me a question, right? Put your question in your Instagram story or direct message it to me. That would be amazing too. I would love to connect with you guys. So I am at Soraya Goddard. That's SORAYAGODDARD. All right, that is it for today. Happy Instagramming, and I will see you on the gram. Hey friends, I hope you enjoyed Secrets to Marketing Your Wellness MLM. Before you go though, I have something for you. If you are looking to grow your audience online via social media so that you can have people getting excited about your products and reaching out to you to learn more, then you need my cheat sheet that has 50 health and wellness Facebook Live topics
that will attract an audience to you. It also walks you through the secret 4-part formula that you can follow on both Facebook and Instagram that is proven to have people reaching out to you. And when you get it, I am also sending you guys an audio file for those of you who love to listen to the information on the go. You can get both of those things at www.sorayaggoddard.com/podcast. Again, that's sorayaggoddard.com/podcast. SORAYAGODDARD.com/podcast. Thanks so much. Chat soon.